When you think of James Comey, what are your first thoughts?
More than anything else, you think of independence. And sometimes with someone who's independent, you don't agree with what they're doing. I disagreed very much with the way he handled the Clinton investigation, with how he ended it, and with his letter that he sent in the fall. But more than anything else, you knew that he was making the decisions and was willing to stand up for what he believed was right. And I think that, if you go back and look at the reason the White House said they fired him, I don't think anyone believes that. But let's just grant that he did violate Department of Justice rules last year. What the White House said today, though, was that they're casting aside the most important rule that governs the Department of Justice. And if you've worked there, as I have, as Raj has, you know that the thing that people treasure most is their independence from the White House. That they pursue criminal investigations without worrying about White House interference, especially if that investigation touches on the White House itself, as this investigation into possible collusion with the Russian government does. And so tonight, you've seen that fundamental principle really trampled upon by the White House, and I think it's extremely concerning. And I think what we're going to have to watch over the coming weeks is how does the Justice Department respond? How does the FBI respond? And I'm not talking about Jeff Sessions, I'm not talking about Rod Rosenstein. How do the career prosecutors and line agents respond to what has happened tonight? That's going to be a really telling thing to watch.
Yeah, and along with our conversations yesterday during our coverage, there's really two ways of looking at all these departments. There are the appointees at the top slot, the next two or three down, and then, as you mentioned, the friends you left behind at the Justice Department, the people who are there from administration to administration, professional staff, nonpartisan. What do you think the impact is going to be? This calls for your opinion inside the department where you worked.
Well, I can tell you right now they're shocked. I've talked to former colleagues both inside and outside the Justice Department tonight, and they are shocked at what happened. There is no one at the Justice Department who has lived through anything like this before. The last time this happened was in the 70s, obviously. There's no one there today that was there for that. And so I think what you're going to see is the career staff will be encouraged to double down their work and to pursue this investigation. I think you'll see more leaks about this investigation, both to Congress and to the press. And I think what we're going to have to really watch is when there are new supervisors to this investigation, whether it's the new FBI director or whether it's Rod Rosenstein, no one can just squash this investigation, but there are big calls and there are little calls you make. Do we want to pursue leads into this new area, or do we want to stop here? Do we want to keep going aggressively, or do we want to decide that we're wrapping things up? And I think if you see supervisors, if you see leadership, especially political leadership, try to quash those investigations in any way, you'll see massive leaks and mass resignations.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.